So good afternoon everybody. We're here and we're cultivating. This is one of the fields in which we're going to be sowing winter canola in. We've had a busy day on the farm today with ploughing, cultivating, fertilising and some harvesting. Got a little bit of a confession to make. I did aim to start recording earlier today, but I forgot to actually hit the button, and so yeah, the footage is not there clearly, so yeah, we're starting from this point, but I'll go into the app in a minute to show you a little bit of what we've been doing. So if you look at the map here, so last night we finished, as you know, we harvested this field yesterday. So last night we got this field ploughed, and we got this field ploughed, and they both got, sorry, not that one, this one down here, the bright yellow one. So we got that field ploughed and digestate on it, that field ploughed and digestate on it. And this morning the workers got on with, they cultivated it, and they've sown the cover crop in there, which is a usual oilseed radish. So these are now both, I think, yeah, they're both planted. Also this was a spring oilseed rape that was ready today. So we got that one harvested this morning, and you can see there's one of the workers there. They're busy actually putting digestate on it, and we'll get another worker on there shortly to start getting that ploughed, and yeah, at some point it'll get cultivated. We've got these two fields down here at 6:58, and these two both also need to be cultivated and sown with winter oilseed rape, also known as canola, and winter wheat. So yeah, it's a busy day we've got, so I'm going to get on with that. We did also, of course, as usual, take care of our animals first thing this morning. I think we've got some new pigs coming in. So at some point we'll be looking for new homes for those. And then we finished the last of the small straw bales off with the cows. So we've still got two oat fields that we'll get straw off of. So once we've got them in, we'll take a look to see how many we've got and whether or not we think it's going to be enough to get us through to the next harvest time, basically. So, oh, mine's just gone a bit blank there. Yeah, hay bales as well. We might look at, next time we do hay bales, look at doing the larger size of those as well, again, just for ease and space wise. I don't know if I can get a tunnel for that size. I think I can, but I'm going to have to go check to see if I can get a storage tunnel that size. If not, we might just have to put down just one of the old bale sheds again, just put one of these together ourselves with some old wood. It's doable. But yeah, so that's pretty much where we're at. So down in the corner of this field there, away in the distance, you might make out a speck. That's the tractor with the sowing machine on it. So I'm going to finish cultivating this one, and then the worker who's brought over that, he'll jump in here to cultivate the bottom field, and then I'll start attempting to sow this field. And yes, there's a very good chance that I'll be very quickly swapping it out to worker. But yeah, for now, we're cracking on. So yep. So all I have to remember to do is press the right button to make sure I save this footage, and it's good. Otherwise we'll be seeing this in the dark later on as I suddenly go, oops, a daisy. The other thing we still, we haven't finished off, of course, is the loch, so yeah, we still need to do that at some point. I'm not quite sure when though, because I'm going to be quite busy now until through into autumn. Maybe tomorrow, depending on what. It depends on whether any crops get ready to harvest or not tomorrow. If we don't have any crops for harvesting tomorrow, and we've managed to get all of these in, then we might then take a look at doing a bit more work on it. It's a big if. And of course we're into early autumn after that, and then we've got grass to mow and crops to harvest, and yep, and that'll take us through into late autumn. But again, as we've got not too many crops in this year, you know, we might not be too bad in terms of getting things done. So this is of course the oilseed radish, which we're just cultivating straight into the field, and that'll give us, it will release its nitrogen and give us some nice fertiliser in there. It saves us having to do it. It's a bit muddy. Some of these, you can probably see in the bottom right hand corner there, they're starting to need a bit more. I'm going to need maintenance at some point, but there we are. So I think that's, is that 28 degrees, 26, 28 degrees up there, I think. Can't quite see. So yeah, it's a really nice day. And even though it says it's cloudy in the forecast and on there, it's actually not. I mean, there is a bit of cloud, but it's not too bad, you know. Okay, that's it. Quite pleased with myself and what I've done on this. Strange as that may sound to you. And there we go, that's that. I might just do a quick header across the top here for this one so it doesn't end up, oh, you wouldn't actually I'll do the headlines and then I'll swap the worker. that was an epic fail. I didn't press the button clearly. Very well. Okay, just along here, and then I'll jump out and the worker can come and do this one. Kind of want it to be down that way, but that's the point. Oh, it's a little bit tight. No, just. Okay, right. Sorry, I'm speaking really quiet again. Apologies. Right. Okay. Jump out here, and the worker could be able to get in. Okay. Right. And right, here we go. So it's on canola, so try and go down far end and come along and put in headland first of all. Ease off. Right, tight in here, so I can straighten up a bit. Right. Okay, let's see now. I need to try and remember how to... Nope. Nope. There we go. Don't know what button to press. Okay, so wish me luck, and let's go. Mind you, this is just a header, so I maybe didn't need to put the marker down just yet. Let's swing it around. I'll leave it down because I'm going to come around that side anyway. And it's just to get a bit of headland in there, so I'm not bumping into my worker. And there we go. And here we're not going. Then lower. Oh. Now look at that, I'm going to have to come back round again. Jump out now maybe, get a worker in? Let's keep going. Right, down, on, go. Yay! So the tram line's going in, so and I just need to make sure that I'm going relatively straight. I didn't fill this up, but there should be enough seed in here to do this field. I may, it's just a way, time lapse this a bit to speed things up, in which case I probably should shut off the music, the radio. Right, so I think the idea is that put the tram line right in the middle of my nose. Now I need to put the other one down. I wonder if I can do this if I... Let's take a risk, shall we? Now that we've got a tram line there. This could all go horribly wrong, but we'll take the risk. And we can look back at it and go, oh, that was a bad idea. Or, okay, that worked. Change camera because we're coming to the end. Oh. You know what? I'll have to wait till the worker goes. Got enough space there? Yeah. Let him go first. And then I'll... Oh, just a little bit at the end there I just missed, but I can pick that up later. But otherwise, people, I think that worked really well. I think I'm going to use these things more often. Let's put down. Yep. Come up as we get near the end just to make sure that wow, I mean a little bit there, but this time maybe I'll just quickly pop down there and get that. I just keep forgetting which button to press. Extract it, but it's still not bad, I don't think. Yeah. Just keep my nose just slightly to the side of the line maybe. I'll get this bit down here now and then I'll come back up the other way. Look at that. Just a wee bit here. I think that's grand. Right. I'm going to switch off the radio and see. I wonder if that takes out the crop when I'm doing that. Like I haven't got it lined up anyway. Might do actually, because I've got the headland in here. But we'll keep to the side just a little bit. I'll drop it here actually and get that bit in case it does take the crop out there. And then, fingers crossed everybody, let's go. Okay, I think I can say that using the tram lines as a guide was definitely successful, and I'll definitely do that again. So I'm going to leave this tractor planted here. The worker's going to come and pick that up, and then I'm going to go and check out where we are with the ploughing and cultivating elsewhere. So I'll see you in a sec. Okay, here we are. This field's, as you can see, it's been ploughed, so we just need to get it cultivated in. I just had a call from one of the workers as well. They were saying that they went down to sow the other two fields, and they checked records, and they said actually these two fields are going to be sitting fallow for another year. So he's just put in cover crops back in there for now. So it is what it is. But you know, we've got two decent sized fields this year, so yeah, we'll get them done next year. Does make me wonder if I should get some more fields sorted out though for that rotation, just so that, because the hope was to have at least two of those, you know, four at least 4 winter crops in, 4 fields of winter crops in each year. So I think I'm going to have to look at buying some more land and putting in another couple of fields to make sure that that's what we get. Just as you can just see here, just quickly just going around the headland, especially at the top here because it's quite close to that field. So yeah. So anyway, it was at least it was good that he checked. Otherwise, you know, I mean, it wouldn't have been disastrous, but it just would have meant that the yield would have been a bit lower because it hadn't had a year fallow. The winter crops seem to need a bit longer. Crop fields seem to need a bit longer than the spring crop fields to sit fallow, which is fair enough, because the winter crops tend to take more out of the soil altogether than the spring crops do. Particularly winter wheat, to be fair. Not so much the canola, but certainly the winter wheat does. It's one of the reasons why we chose not to grow potatoes as well, because of what they take out too. But hey ho. So my aim is to get this field done, and then probably pop to get some tea at some point, or dinner as some people may prefer to call it, or supper, wherever you are, you call it something different. And then we'll see what we've got to do. I mean, this field, this is just a cover crop going in here as well. And see what time we might get finished. One of the workers is out putting digestate on the fields that we've just sown with the winter crop, so that's good stuff. Oh, good grief, forgot to lower it down. Look at that, I'm halfway up the field. See how much attention I'm paying. I'm hoping to finish up recording. I suspect we will do just after I finish this field, because it will probably be about tea time. I'm hoping to get this field squeezed in before we have to hit the stop button. Doesn't have to be perfect. So we'll certainly see what tomorrow brings. I haven't actually had a chance to go around and check the fields today yet to check the growth stages of things like oats, etc. So they may be, I think I already said that some of them were expecting them to be in the autumn, so tomorrow might not be too bad a day, given where we are at with harvesting, etc. so far. And, you know, the winter crops are in now, but although if we do have time tomorrow, yeah, we might just do that. We might just look at buying some land and preparing it and getting some more winter crops in, another 2 fields in. I might do that if the leave the workers to do anything else that needs to be done, and I can maybe do that. I'll have to have a look at what land we have. We might have spaces somewhere on somewhere that we already own, but yeah, otherwise I'll buy a bit more land. Is that down yet? So that's certainly a possibility to be looking at tomorrow. Oh, with that last bale that we had left in the field last night, I checked our bale forks, to see if it would pick it up, and it did. I didn't check to see if it would pick up 2. I'm hoping it will pick up 2 of them. I'm likely going to find out in the next couple of days if that's the case, but yeah, it's quite happy not to have to replace those. It just makes life so much easier that they do it the way they do. Might not look very realistic though. Okay, somebody's finished or want to go and get their tea early, possibly. Just quickly, I'll not be too far behind them actually. Yep. And then I think that's the cultivating finished for today as well. Well, I think it is the cultivating finished for today. So yep. have to have a meeting with the farm manager at some point in the next couple of days, try and squeeze that in as well. Head down to our favourite coffee shop and coffee, pastry, meeting, I think. Try and do that in the morning some point. I guess if I'm thinking of expanding the farm and putting some more fields in, I should go and discuss it with Jo and see what she thinks about it. And financially we're doing okay, so yeah, it's not going to be too expensive for us to do that. So, there we have it. It's another job done on the farm today. Once the workers come back after tea time, we'll see what's left, what needs to do. I would expect it at least get the digestate on both the winter crops and get oilseed radish back into those ones that we shouldn't have cultivated earlier today, but hey ho, that was my fault though. I just said to them to go get it done, and thankfully the sower, when they were checking to see what they were supposed to be putting in which field, noticed that it was too soon. They hadn't had enough time sitting fallow, so well. What it means is that if you just put oilseed radish back in it now, it's less likely to need any fertiliser when we come to sow the crops next year, this time next year, so I don't know. So yep, tea time, and I will say cheerio, and thanks for watching again, and as always, hope I haven't bored you silly, and we'll catch you hopefully again tomorrow. I wonder if I've got time for a dip in the pool. Possibly after tea time. Alright, okay, bye everybody.